So it's finally time for the cup final. The day is finally here. The Carabao Cup final. We play, of course, Man City, because who else could we play in a final going head to head? It had to be Man City. But before we show you that, I do just want to catch you up on the little bits you've missed since the last episode. Of course, you left us with a 0-0 against Arsenal. We have played quite a few Premier League games since then. We've played 5. We've won all of them. We scored a lot of goals and conceded 1 goal. Sandwiched in there is an FA Cup 4th round replay against Arsenal. We beat them 2-1. We take a quick look. It was actually Ben Doak that did get the winner, inevitably. Of course, Havertz. Why am I saying Hazard? Havertz got a little bit of consolation there at the end. But yeah, we won 2-1. Ben Doak played very, very well. Got an assist and a goal, so that's pleasing to know. Of course, we've got the Carabao Cup final. We just spoke about that today. I'm not going to show you the Reading 5th round because, logically we should kind of get through that unscathed. And I think I'm going to bring you back for the second leg. I think we're going to play the second leg in this episode. So we'll play the Reading game, the Wolves game, the first leg and the Bournemouth game off camera. And we'll play this big game against Man City and this second leg against Salzburg. Now, couple of little things to show you just before we get into that Man City game. We've obviously not made any signings because we don't do that kind of thing on this in this series. But Cody Gakpo wasn't really getting game time. He'd only played, I think it was 6 times in the league for me, twice as a starter, 4 times as a sub. So we loaned him out to Inter Milan. He wanted to go, so we kind of thought, keeping him here is probably just going to ruin the dynamics of the team. So yeah, we shipped him off to Inter. So that's kind of it so far. We're going to get into the final now. First chance to win a trophy in this save, and fingers crossed it goes our way. So we've got our team to play Man City, and we have tried to go as full strength as possible while keeping in a few players that have played pretty much every round. It felt a little bit harsh to keep them out of the side. Maybe if we were playing not Man City in the final, but any other team, we would have probably favoured youth a little bit more. But we've got a team. We've got Kelleher in goal. We've got Alexander-Arnold. Quans has kept his place at centre-back with Van Dijk, Robertson at left-back. We've got a midfield 3 of Gravenberch, Szoboszlai in front of Bajcetic. And then we've probably gone with our strongest 3 up front with Salah on the right, Diaz on the left, and Nunes through the middle. So just had a quick look at the Man City lineup, and it does look like they're sort of favouring more of a rotational squad as well. But of course, they've still got Haaland up front, so they could have 10 awful players on the pitch, get the ball to Haaland, and yeah, he can score. So, I don't need to say much, do I? 5 minutes in and we're 1-0 down. Good God, that was awful. I'm a little bit, I don't know what to say. We're 1-0 down, literally just talking about Haaland and he scored. It's just a shame we are playing Man City in the final because any other team, and you probably feel more obliged to put out a couple of younger players and more than likely win, but you're playing Man City. There's a good little ball into Szoboszlai there. Mo Salah with Bajcetic on the edge of the box. Back to Van Dijk. To Robertson with the ball. Takes him on, shoots, scores. 1-1, we're back to square one. That was a hell of a goal by Robertson there. Took it around the outside of the Man City defender and smashed it in the far corner. And we're as you were, 1-1. Although Man City do look like they have, they've been dominating so far. But 1-1's good. 1-1 is good. Would be nice to get to half time as it is. Or 2-1. That would be even better. Nice little ball inside to Szoboszlai there. Salah to Alexander-Arnold. Plays it back to Salah. And there's Phil Foden there That was rapid by Phil Foden. I thought Salah was quick, but apparently not. Oh, and there's a little ball there. Oh, Diaz. Man City just gave us a chance there big time to score, and Diaz has somehow put it wide. That was a huge chance. That was eventful. I was going to say eventful first half, but we've got a corner here. Gravenberch, yes, 2-1. 2-1. Keeper, what did he do there? I think he pushed it into his own net, but we'll take that. Number 10 for Gravenberch this season. 2-1 up. It's half time, and things are looking a little bit more rosy than they were in those first couple of minutes of the game. Just got to keep it solid, really. Maybe even stretch the lead. That might be worth thinking about. I am already looking at subs, thinking who can we take off. I'm wondering whether I take off Bajcetic and put on Thiago. I think I'm going to. Just to try and short out with that bit more experience. Or do we go defensive and put Endo on? I think we're going to keep Thiago on. Do I take Diaz off? Put on Jota. He played quite well from the bench this season, Jota. I think we are. Half an hour left. We're hopefully in the driving seat. Of course we're winning, but it doesn't take a lot, does it, to score? So another one would be sort of sealing it for us, I think. There's Jota now with the ball into Gravenberch. Thiago's injured already. Of course he is. Thiago's like permanently injured. His contract's out in the summer, so that's probably one that's not going to be renewed. And I don't even think he wants to stay, if I'm honest. But there's a ball back. They've played all the way back to the keeper now. Man City just playing about with it at the back. Good for us, but we could do with getting the ball off of them and making sure that they don't get that ball to Haaland. And there's Alexander-Arnold away, only as far as the City left back. Kovacic now. City are really pressing on the edge of the box. And I could see that come in as 2-2. Gave him way too much space there. But yeah, you could see that come in. They were building that big time. Oh, well, they haven't turned it around, have they? Salah's with the ball. Let's try not to be silly about this. Let's actually keep the ball. Let's not do passes like that. I mean, the thing is, if I'm going to be beaten, I'd like to be beaten properly, not through my own mistakes. It's just João Mario all the way back to the keeper. It looks like City are doing exactly what they did a second ago and just playing it all the way back and building from the back. Does not look good. Oh, and that's not a foul, surely. Surely you can't give that as a foul, no? You just know it is though, don't you? Of course it's a penalty. How was that a penalty? I mean, I would have been good to see the replay on that, but Haaland versus Kelleher, and it's 3-2. And that, yeah. I mean, if I'm going to lose the final to a penalty like that, it's just shocking, isn't it? It wasn't even a penalty. I don't think he tackled him. Would have been good to see that again, but just sloppy now, just giving the ball away. Man City again, we're disappointing, really disappointing. Considering we went 2-1 up, we've kind of been, the instigator of our own downfall, really. I mean, nothing of this second half. Nunes now with the ball. Should have finished that. That's two chances Man City have given us, and we've wasted both. I'm a bit limited for options up front on the bench. Let's see this corner being taken, and then we will go to the bench and just get some attackers on. I think this is the slowest corner I think I've ever seen. No idea why he's taking so long. This is what's happened? The clock's still ticking. Wow, that was the longest corner I've ever seen. Robertson whips it in, and City are breaking it away. This doesn't look good, and he's just hacked him down there, Jota has. We'll take that. That's what you call a tactical foul, I think, isn't it? We're going to have to put Doak on. Salah's up front. Of course Thiago's injured. Wants to stay on Better's injury. I think we're going to go Gomez, and then we're going to swap Gomez with Trent and put Trent in that holding role. And then we're going to take our mentality and stick it on attacking. Shoot on sight. And let's just see what we can do. Really disappointing to lose 3-2 to a penalty that wasn't even us. 9 minutes. Oh, it's just depressing. So depressing. Man City have won it. I mean, we lost because of a penalty. That's really frustrating. Not the ideal scenario, is it? But Man City beat us to the first trophy of the year. It feels like a rivalry, doesn't it? That's just going to go on and on. Of course, we're playing them. We're not playing them, but we're head to head with them at the top of the Premier League at the moment. I'm sure our paths will probably cross in the FA Cup at some point as well. Yeah, there we go. They're celebrating. Let's skip all that. We don't want to see that. Yeah, really unlucky. I think it was probably more. Well, should we take a quick look at the stats after the game? I mean, well, you can see they're pretty 50-50. I would like to see. Do you know what? We will see. Let's see that penalty again, shall we? I really don't feel like it was a penalty. So if we go to the goal, how do we go? Is this it here? Right. So Thiago plays the ball, and that's a penalty. I don't understand how that happens like that. Ball down the wing. Thiago here. Nice little challenge, and somehow that's a penalty. And we lost the Carabao Cup final because of that. Yeah, not happy about that. Anyway, let's brush it off. We've got a game against Salzburg in the second leg to come. Obviously, we're going to go off camera now, play a few of these games, come back for the second leg of the Europa League. So before we get into this second leg, I just need to show you what's kind of happened since we played a couple of games off camera. We had a bit of a mini collapse. So we lost 3-2 to obviously City that you've just seen. And then we went to Reading and lost 1-0 in the FA Cup. We put out a kind of youth team, but should have been plenty. We brought on Diaz, Salah, etc. And we just couldn't get it in the back of the net. So we're out of the FA Cup. Big shame, but we've recovered since then. We beat Wolves 4-1 in the league. We beat Bournemouth 5-0 in the league. And we also had a 1-0 victory away at Salzburg. So we're coming back to Anfield with a win, with a 1-0 aggregate lead. But we've kind of got a few problems. We've got Salah who's lacking match fitness. We've got Nunes who's out injured. So we've been almost forced into this team that we're putting out. And that's, of course, Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk, Tsimikas along the back four. Midfield three of Endo, Elliott and Gravenberch. And then we've got our front three of Szoboszlai on the right, Diego Jota through the middle, and Ben Doak starting on the left. Yeah, and I'm definitely nervous for this game. I think the fact that I haven't been able to pick the team that I wanted to put out was a bit of a hard one. Of course, I did touch upon it, but we've got Salah out. Salah's unfit. Luis Diaz is unfit. We literally, for some amazing bright idea, we played Bournemouth on Monday Night Football. So, and then we've got to play Salzburg literally 3 days later. So, yeah, that's not ideal. Not ideal preparation at all. But Alexander-Arnold here. Is this going to be... Yes. Is that a Jota goal or was that a... that was an own goal? But they all count, don't they? We're 2-0 up on aggregate. That's kind of settled it a little bit. We seem to have completely, flew out of the traps. Plenty of shots on target in the first half an hour. So, yeah, quite pleasing. The team I've put out should win games like this. But again, the fact that you're being forced into it, it doesn't sit very well. But I don't know why I'm moaning and being negative. We're 1-0 up. But yeah, that really was a half of football that not a lot happened really, did it? But yeah, I think after this game, providing we go through, touch wood, we'll in the next episode I'll bring you in for the youth intake, because obviously that's going to be a big thing, isn't it, for us? We need to see who we're bringing in, who we can develop over the next couple of years, etc. And the draw for this game, I think we'll wait till next episode to find out who we're playing. And there's Elliot now. Oh, wow, that would have been a good goal. That was curling in, but it hit the post and come straight back out. I think, yeah, I was just thinking maybe we'll start to bring on a couple of players like Salah, who weren't completely match fit, but not too bad. I think Bajcetic can go. Come on, for Endo. I think we're going to take off Van Dijk and put on Quansah. And swap Quansah with Kanate for now. And don't get me wrong, I think I should be able to see this game out now. I think unless something goes horrendously wrong, we're safe. We're through. So I'm expecting a quarter-final against... a bit strange there, but yeah, I'm expecting a quarter-final against probably an opponent a little bit harder than Salzburg. Although we'll take a quick look at the take a quick look at the latest scores in a second and just see who we could potentially face. But Elliot now on the ball. That was a lovely little run, that is. I thought he was going to try and finish that then, but Bajcetic just hit the post as well. Ben Doak's been really quiet this game. I thought I'd play him from the left, but he seems to be quite ineffective. But yeah, the only teams you probably wouldn't want to play yet is probably a British team. It's always exciting to play the European teams. Probably Bayer Leverkusen, AC Milan look like they're going out. Galatasaray game looks pretty good, but yeah, there's no one really standout in there, which probably favours us quite a bit. But I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So bit underwhelming perhaps, but we've made safe passage to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, which is good considering we've just missed out on the trophy in the Carabao Cup. Got knocked out to Reading. Let's not talk about it. So at least we're through to the quarterfinals. We're 5 points clear in the Premier League, so it's still going very well. So yeah, join me in the next episode anyway. And like I said, we'll take a look at that youth intake. So that shouldn't be too far away considering we're middle of March. And yeah, we'll get into the draw for the Europa League and then bring you back maybe for one of those games. But again, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.